of other tournaments in the tri-state area. So as we get into our first match of the night here, we have Octobro coming in against Edith. Very interesting to see people. Again, it's just really cool to see. You can see these guys are somewhat very similar seeds here, 32nd and 33rd seed. So these guys are gonna be ones that to kind of really be ideally be really evenly matched, right? So as we take closer towards whoever they're gonna play, whatever stage they want to start off on, we can talk about that a little bit here. Lots of people at Tri-State love to start off on either Small Battlefield or PS2, both of which, excuse me, have their merits. But if you want that PS2, you want that nice longer stage to play on. Otherwise, usually they want to go a little bit more close range with that Small Battlefield.
Yeah, absolutely. Oh, and here, okay, so this is really interesting because Octobro is usually an Inkling main, but it looks like he is going to go for the Sheik here versus Edith's Roy. All right, Edith coming out swinging to get us started in the match. Octobro gonna get some quick damage though here off of that grab, followed by the up air here. Still, like, mostly playing neutral here between the two of them.
You're absolutely right. And speaking of the neutral between these two characters is going to be absolutely insane, that being the Sheik and the Roy. Now, you kind of see their percentages are very, very even here. Sheik, albeit she does take a little bit of time to really get that damage ramped up in her favor, but once she gets that, the bouncing fish, once she gets her needles off and in her favor, that's where you're going to really be seeing Octobro really take it over Edith. However, Edith is just kind of playing this aerial space, going for those low posts, going for these aerial jabs, these aerial nairs, and then going in with that forward air as well. However, we got come to the stage, and unfortunately, we're not going to be able to from Octobro, giving us a good lead for Edith here.
What an incredible start here for Edith. As you can see, she's been able to utilize a lot of like the pokiness of her sword in order to get in a situation in which Octobro would otherwise be able to get a lead. As you can see here, Edith finding herself in disadvantage as Octobro is able to chase her onto the upper platform with Sheik. Sheik utilizing in the mobility to Octobro's advantage here as Edith is following through though with some of these combos, attempting to get out already.
Absolutely, and you can kind of see Edith at 88%, which looks really good for her, especially into Sheik. But then you get into that beautiful smash on the top platform, and that's where you can see things really even out. Only about 2 minutes have dispersed here, but we start off strong with a down throw and trying to get that connecting attack on the platform. Unfortunately, Edith will not find that. Instead, it's going to be converging into Octobro's favor here.
Yeah, absolutely. Edith here going to try to sit and shield for a bit, assess her options here as she's looking for a way to get in and rack up some damage against Octobro. Octobro, however, playing a very good neutral game, utilizing a lot of his aerials to his advantage in order to get up some damage here versus Edith, finding that down throw here, and then getting so much off of that up B. Not going to get the stock just yet, but what a read from Edith.
I'm saying that grab completely whiffed just kind of range-wise, and you get the reversal with that up special. Very nicely done from Edith, excuse me, as we are seeing Octobro start to falter a tiny bit. Tries to go for the run-up and connection, doesn't unable to find it from Edith's side. Now, it's just kind of back and forth, really good neutral, but then we go for the drop down there, and then boom, you see Octobro back off stage, where you did see that first dog really falter, but then we go for the roll-in, gets the reversal, and now Edith is the one kind of in the back pocket on this edge here, does go for the roll-in towards the center stage, and now it's just a matter of who is going to take this ledge game in their favor, or who is going to honestly be a victim of it. Unfortunately for either, no one dies quite yet, so we take it right back to the center stage.
Yeah, as I saw again, Edith going for that up B from the center stage while Octobro was on the upper platform. Just a really ballsy move to do right there, and it worked the first time. However, I doubt that we're going to see it work yet again unless Edith is able to find her opportunity and really condition. Oh, that was an awesome way that. Okay, okay.
No, yeah, me too. I saw the needles. I was like, oh, it's over. It's over right here. Unfortunately, this just wasn't the case.
And was like freaking out for a second, like, oh, are we gonna see it? No, okay. But yeah, anyways, Octobro able to still continue to rack up some damage, finding. Oh, okay, yeah. So Edith able to recover with that up B, and then Octobro finding himself in. Oh, okay, that's the stock right there, though, for Edith.
Yeah, but you're at 130% against Sheik, so this could absolutely be a really easy way for Octobro to bring it back. However, go for an attack on shield. Doesn't really get too much out of it. Does find a little bit more percentage in his favor. However, Edith, she is still playing on this ledge, trying to get these grabs off. Not gonna be able to find that one, unfortunately, but we're not gonna find the connecting up smash either from Octobro. So it's all these trade-offs back and forth, but as the match goes on faster and faster, it's gonna start snowballing back in Edith's favor as time goes on. Does expect the roll read, unfortunately, no roll to be seen. Octobro reverses it into their own favor, and now is trying to keep Edith on the ledge here. Unfortunately, we go over to the right side and back to center stage.
Yeah, I think to highlight something that we saw earlier, I don't think that Octobro is punishing a lot of Edith's up Bs nearly as much. Oh, and that's going to be the game right there for Edith. Yeah, just really great stuff. The way that she was able to sort of utilize her character's kill power. I did see a lot of great stuff from Octobro with regards to how he was able to sort of navigate the stage and spacing. But yeah, like I think that very first stock at the beginning really sort of set the tone for the game. So I hope that game 2 we see a lot more different adaptations from Octobro.
I have to agree with you, Edith. I feel like not only just survived a little bit longer, but she was a little bit more aggressive with her punishes, with her reversals. Octobro had some shiny moments as well, don't get it twisted, but they were just unable to really follow up on what makes Sheik really, really solid as a character, which is kind of like that rush down and also that combo game of utilizing the needles into the bouncing fish, right? But we are seeing a slight swap here. We're going over to the Inkling, as you had mentioned earlier, into the Roy matchup. And like you said, Octobro, as is their namesake, is much better known for the Inkling, especially now we're on Town and City. This is huge to play with.
Yeah, absolutely. This much more space is going to give both of these players so many more opportunities to really duke it out versus each other here. Octobro, you can see, able to space these recoveries. I love his ability to time Edith. However, Edith is still able to get that grab and get some pretty good damage, and that's going to be the first stock right there for Edith. What a stock there.
And mind you, 0 to death there. Edith basically untouched that entirety of that first stock. And as I mentioned, we are on Town City. This is kind of where Roy really abuses those somewhat shorter side blast zones. Yeah, the top is really forgiving, but that's not typically where Roy's kill box is. His kill box is going to be on the side platform. So while Octobro is trying to get this ink on top of Edith and trying to get that extra damage output, Edith, being the faster character, is using her jumps, using her short hops, using her landing aerials to really avoid what Octobro is trying to go for. You saw the paint roller completely disrupted by Edith.
Yeah, absolutely. She is really coming out swinging with her big sword, able to disrupt Octobro's movement so much that she's able to get yet another stock. 52% on her, barely even getting that much damage, as Octobro has a lot of ground to make up if he wants to bring this game back.
Yeah, and again, Town and City gives so much advantage to Roy, and Octobro's just not finding these paint rollers, not finding these berries either. So his job has gotten a lot harder against Edith here, who is really playing these angles, playing her range very well on this character, and also just avoiding again these unnecessary inks being put onto herself. So as we are seeing this matchup start to go by the way of the side of Edith with a whole 2-stock lead, we have 3 platforms available to us. None of which are going to be utilized. We're off stage. We're going to try to come back. We go for the paint roller. There's a little bit of paint on Edith, but she comes back with it up tilt and does get reversed back off stage.
Yeah, as you can see, Edith is able to make a lot of her money off of these uppies from Roy.
Nice.
And then, oh yeah, and chasing Octobro off of the stage in order to seal off that stock. Really awesome stuff to see. I mean, you really love to see a player who utilizes her character's kill potential, who utilizes her spacing, and just really insane matchup knowledge to be able to go for those from Edith.
And so confident on it too. I feel like when you are on the stage of Town City though, especially as a Roy player, I mean, you're kind of like, okay, well, I'm on one of my favorite stages on the character. I can really find these jairs over and over and over again and really get away with borderline murder to an extent on Town City. It was murder. It was murder. It was not borderline. It was just murder every single time. But otherwise, as we go, I forgot it was actually low-key first to 3, so we have another game in our hands. But as we go back to Octobro, will he go back to the Sheik, or are we gonna stay with the Inkling? Maybe go to a shorter stage, maybe like a small battlefield, or even like even a Smashville. I think would be really beneficial just to kind of shorten Roy a tiny bit and really negate the side blast ones being so short on Town City.
Yeah, I really think that that would be a great choice for the game three. However, I think that the character pick is going to be interesting to see, though. Despite the fact that Inkling is Octobro's main, you could really see the way that his character was just kind of snuffed out on a large stage, such as Town and City. Whereas I think a character like Sheik would have had far more options with a larger stage versus Roy.
Oh, I trolled. It actually is versus 2. I'm sorry. They didn't immediately get up, so I assumed they had another game to play. And I was
Oh,
like,
okay.
oh, okay, we have one more game? Okay, no, we don't. It is going to be versus 2 series. So that is Edith taking it over Octobro with a beautiful 2-0. Oh, pretty much perfect game 2 also. Like, they didn't immediately get up. Like, they were just, like, chilling there for a little too long. I was like, oh, we have another game? No, we did not have another game. We never
No.
had another game. But
No.
otherwise, yeah, it was just a really, really good set, I have to say.